Hey guys, right, and welcome to a new series I'm going to be doing on my channel. If you are wondering what has happened to the Chelsea Player of the Month Road to Glory series, basically I was planning on ending it anyway, but I've actually looked at my computer and two of the files are corrupt for the last 3 episodes that I was going to do. So unfortunately I'm just going to have to leave it there because there's no point in me releasing the final one because then there's 2 episodes that they just don't have any footage for or whatever, so you'll just be confused because the team would have changed. But this is a new series I'm going to be doing. If you can't tell by your screen, I'm going to call it the Double Nation Road to Glory. Can't think of any other name, so just going to have to bear with that. But as you can see on your screen, I've gone for an entire French squad and an entire English squad. They're the two nations. We've got 2 special cards as well, as you can see in there. And what I've done is I've gone for an attacking special card and a defensive special card. Obviously the defensive special card in this case is Desai here, and then that SBC League Lacazette up there. And I'll quickly just jump into the English squad just so it's probably easier for you guys to look at it. For the attacking upgrade, I've gone for Player of the Month Harry Kane, and then Team of the Season Michael Keane. He's actually got a very decent card, and there's not a lot of good English defenders, like unless you go for legends like Rio Ferdinand or whatever, but he's just a bit expensive. I only have Desai because he's in my team. But anyway, the way that this series is going to work is we're going to start with an all bronze team, and then we're going to go from non-rare bronze, as we've already got, to rare bronze, and then so on and so forth, to non-rare silver, to rare silver. And then when we hit gold, we're going to go to a max of 80 gold as a rare, and then to a 85, or maybe an 80, I'm going to say an 83. And then we're just going to go above because there's no point doing that. So we're just going to go from an 83 to above after that. And the way that we're going to grab upgrade points or upgrade skills, whatever you want to call them in this episode, is we get 1 for a win, 1 for a clean sheet. I've gone obviously off the basis of the defensive here. And then if we get 2 goals with our special cards, we're going to get an upgrade point, and that can overlap. So if we get 4 goals, that's 2 in an episode. But yeah, you go guys, this is the start of a new series. For today's episode, we're going to play 2 games with the French team, just because I like the look of this team and I want to give it a good old go. We're going to give it 2 games. We'll get into those gameplay now. Right guys, so this is the first opponent that we come up against. As you can see on your screen, mostly bronze team with a silver and 2 gold. A Bundesliga or the second Bundesliga team side down the left, and then just a few odd players in there. We come up nice and early with our right-sided striker, I believe that is. Does well to steal the ball back, plays it down to Lacazette. He ends up getting a nice little lace shot across the goalkeeper's body there. I did actually finesse that. I'm not really sure why, because I thought he'd take it on his right, so I thought I'd try and finesse it around the keeper. But I mean, I guess Lacazette obviously chose that was the better option, and he was just like, nope, mate, I'm lacing this across the box. And fair enough, dude, you do you are the one. We come again 7 minutes later in game time. We do well to avoid that slide tackle as you saw there. And then again, just a pretty simple finish, just laces it across the keeper. He's not going to get that. I mean, at least I hope he wouldn't get that. Again, we come up to make it 3-0 a little bit later on in the game this time. Plays a nice little bit of passing with the team. Again, I believe that's our striker. I'm not entirely sure. That could be the cam. Don't quote me. I haven't learned their names because obviously they're not going to be staying very long. They're bronze players. They'll be going. But a nice little bit of passing play. Could have shot here with him, but I laid it off. Thought it would be the easy opportunity to win this guy. 3-0. There you go. Rage quit there. Lacazette with the 2 goals, so that's obviously 1 upgrade point, clean sheet, and then a win. 3 upgrade points, which is always nice to see. There you go, 3-0 against this guy. No offense, he wasn't very good, but the most important thing is the first win in this division. Again, this is the second team. Honestly, how am I getting matched against this? I don't know, but as you can see, an all gold, very good Serie A team. Salah off chem, as well as Liechtensteiner and Mertens all off chem. He messes up in the first minute. The first 3 minutes, this guy actually was a pretty good opponent, so I'm not really sure, like how he managed to do that, because obviously everyone does it occasionally, but like he was pretty good to play against. He passed a lot of like stupid passes, if that makes sense, but he is what it is. He comes here, runs down the wing, we just couldn't keep up with his player. Does well to turn his man, shoots, lucky little deflection off to his opponent that fell so nicely. He's just talking shit at this point. Obviously I don't include that, but again, we lay it off in like the latter minutes of the game. Lacazette does well to grab us that goal, as you always need. To bring yourself up in a hard game, you need your star man to produce, as he does, and I hope he will do in this series. But nice little outside the boot finish to curve around the goalkeeper, making it 2-1. And then in the dying minutes of the game here, as you can see, 90th minute with 4 added minutes, he makes another terrible pass to the striker again. Pass it off to Lacazette for that goal bonus. I do that celebration because he was being a bit of a dick throughout the team, but throughout the game, sorry. So we do that to just mug it in a little bit. But there you go, guys. That's a happy 3-0 win. Happy days. Well, there you go, guys. That's 2 wins this episode. As you can see on your screen, Lacazette with a hat trick. And then that's nothing else really matters. 3-1 win. That's always happy days. Most important thing is the first 2 wins in this division. I know it's Division 10, but that's still pretty handy. First 2 wins in the division. It's always nice to have. I'm gonna quickly recap the what's the thing on about? The upgrade points that we got. Sorry about that. We got 5 upgrade points this episode. 2 for the 2 goals that Hattrick scored. Like two sets for Lacazette scored. 1 clean sheet and the 2 wins. So there you go, guys. That's 5 upgrade points. They will be in next episode. So I hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button. If you're new around here, want to subscribe. Peace.